Thanks, guys. I'm here with State Representative of the 70th District, Darrell Kick. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So my first question for you is, how has your career in running for election changed this year due to the coronavirus?
Well, it has been strange with parades and a lot of events canceled. It's tougher to get out. We still try to meet with constituents anytime they call or reach out to us. I've met some one-on-one with masks on
Okay.
and try to get to as many groups as I can that are still trying to have some meetings, but it's changed a lot. And it's much tougher to run a race when there's no events to go to, or very few.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. So what did a normal election year look like before all of this?
Normal election year, well, this is 2020. There's nothing really normal about that. But we go back to 18 and my first run in 16. It was literally just trying to get to know the people and get out and meet as many as possible so they can understand who they're trying to vote for, or hopefully voting for. Mm-hmm. So a normal year is just that. It's building relationships and meeting with people and shaking hands, and that's what's really changed about all this.
Right, not so much of that anymore. Yeah. Well, have there been any changes to your committee assignments due to COVID-19?
There has not. We had some special committees set up. I was not on those committees to address some of the governor's orders.
Okay.
But the regular committee schedule had not changed, other than typically on an even number election year, we don't have many committees because everybody's out campaigning. So
okay.
It hit kind of during a time we wouldn't be down there anyhow very much.
Okay. So do you think there will be permanent changes to our state and country once this pandemic is over?
When will the pandemic be over? That's the question.
Exactly.
Yeah, probably. I mean, maybe some of it for the good. People are, washing their hands and being a little more cleanly about it. But gosh, I hope we go back to shaking hands and greeting people the way we used to. But yeah, I'm afraid there will be a lot of changes in that way.
Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on statements that the coronavirus is all political, or that it'll go away after the election?
Yes. It's very political, but I don't think it was originally set up that way. I think it's become political because anytime there's a wedge that could be used, mm-hmm. Politicians will use it, especially at the national level. So do I think it'll change? Unfortunately, I do. I think if President Trump is reelected, I think the hysteria over it will stay. Mm-hmm. But I think if Joe Biden is elected, I think the hysteria of the COVID virus will go away, unfortunately.
Okay.
Not unfortunately that it goes away. I just mean because of politics, that's probably what's going to happen.
Right. What changes would you like to see in our country after this 2020 presidential election?
Oh, I've spoken about this. People are talking about September 12th right now, 2001, and how everybody came together, and we need to get back to that. And I've spoke to that. I was at a 9/11 memorial just this past week, and just spoke about the civility and getting back to personal relationships and trying to be, see where we can come together on issues instead of just being so divisive and picking our camps and not being actual humans to one another. So that's where I hope we get back to.
That's great. I just want to thank you again for joining us today.
Sure. I really appreciate this. This is great.
Good. Thank you. Guys, back to you.